Yeah, lock light up. Pools turn up the boards.
Styles P.
Super pass from Burning.
Ghost
Yeah,
in the
light
ship.
up again. Vinny pull out the next beat. D block, double R, chic loops, kids, hood, what up? Yeah, nigga, you know the rule, they say no game lasts. Get it quick like cocaine cash, blow up fast like propane gas. Motherfucker, I'm dangerous. Gun talk is my languages. Keep 245 stainlesses and pierce shoot the brains of the main witness. Make dirty money clean like San Rothstein, gangsta suit, fedora, light off green. Take a look at the next Don, since Gotti was Teflon. I swear to God, niggas get crept on. I put your brain on your man lap. Can't.
What's going on? What's going on, man? We are back and we are live and we are back with a new podcast. And this is Beats and Mics, episode 1. This is an all hip hop podcast. We're going to be talking about all hip hop topics, hip hop versus new music Friday, as far as new music coming out pertaining to hip hop. We also going to be talking about older hip hop, of course, being that, 80s, 90s babies up in here. So we definitely got to talk about the older generation. But definitely shout out to anybody that's going to be coming through tonight. I appreciate y'all coming through. Shout out to all the hip-hop fans coming through tonight if y'all coming through. What's going on, Samuel Stokes? I'm pretty sure you probably might be coming from Bigger Ford's channel. Shout out Bigger Ford. Appreciate you coming through.
What's up,
What's
man?
going on, Bigger Ford?
I'm good, man. Pleasure to be here. Yeah, I did share out the stream. So anybody watching on my channel, if you're not subbed to Low Key, make sure you go over there and sub to his channel, man. Always great content.
Definitely appreciate that. And then, of course, anybody coming through this on my channel, the Low Key Cave, definitely hop over there to Bigger Ford Entertainment. I recently shared 2 streams that he did pertaining to what's the ones y'all talked about? Not Across the Spider-Verse. I know you did the review on that, but I know y'all was talking about the Little Mermaid. Yeah, the Little Mermaid joint. Definitely hop over there and check him out. I'm pretty sure Nadia supposed to be coming through, and I had some other people I think gonna be coming through later on. So definitely got a good little show for y'all tonight. Once again, shout out to everybody that's coming through. I appreciate it. All right, man. Shout out to my Canadian brethren.
Yes, sir.
I know you're a good hip hop head, right?
Yes, sir. Old school though, when you get to that new school stuff, I'm kind of like, but when we talk about the old school stuff, oh yeah, all day, every day, brother.
Well, we got some new school in here for you though, a little bit, as far as New Music Friday.
Yeah, I know. Probably gonna give me a headache. That opening track that you used was nice though.
Oh yeah, that Styles P Ghost in the Shell mixtape,
Yeah,
one of my favorite mixtapes from back in the day.
Fire.
D Block. We also got some segments that we're going to be doing every week. I might try to add certain ones on depending on how this go. We got one segment that's going to be called Name That Song and Artist, and basically I'm going to do some lyrics and I'm going to see if y'all can figure out which song and which artist goes to these lyrics.
I like that.
Another thing we're going to do is a highlight artist of the week, and we basically going to be talking about a certain artist that we feel like could have the potential, to go above and beyond to be that next one. And it's going to be somewhat more underground artists, certain artists that probably ain't got like the certain status that bigger artists got right now as far as in the hip-hop lane. And, of course, New Music Friday we're going to do. But like I said, I got certain things I'm coming up with as far as certain ideas. So we might have new segments coming up. But as far as the Name That Song and Artist, that's definitely one of the ones I'm working on. So I got some lyrics for y'all tonight. See if y'all can figure it out, including everybody in the chat. Definitely come through and check us out.
If the lyrics that you have are anything after like 2010, I am not gonna know who the hell you're talking about.
I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't gonna say if it is or if it's not. I'm just gonna chill. But once again, 90s, 80s babies in here, so I gotta start out with. Come on now. Shout out to my co-host Nadia. What's going on?
What up?
Hey Nadia, how you doing?
Hello.
Definitely appreciate you coming through. What's going on, Wassel? Once again, shout out to Bigger Ford for sharing the chat. Sharing the stream. Shout out to everybody that's coming through from his channel. And anybody that's coming through from my channel, make sure y'all go over there and sub to Bigger Ford channel. You got a lot of good content over there. Pertaining to movies, before we get started and everything, once again, we are going to be working on the live as far as explaining what we're going to be doing, but we are still going to be talking about movies. I ain't just completely stopped talking about movies. I just did Fast Sex Review, but it's not going to be on Uncut Ish Talk. It's going to be on I Ain't Seen This, where we do a lot of trailer reactions or whatever. So we're going to put that dealing with all movies. We still gonna be doing uncut, but like I said, it's gonna be completely different. We're gonna be talking about real world topics on there, as far as stuff that's going on that you know, real Israel talk is more so real life situations that we've dealt with personally that might be pertaining to people that might be dealing with similar situations. So we got a couple of things we're working on, but I just wanted to say that right quick. For anybody that's coming through that loves us talking about movies, we are definitely still talking about movies. What's going on, Perk? Oh, you know,
What do you mean 80s raps with that, Perk? What's
Perk,
wrong
how old
with
are
you,
you?
bro?
Like, hold on, Perk ain't that old.
Man,
Nah, I
Perk.
think he talking about like the early stuff where it was still sounding like skippity doo type of shit.
Hold on,
You
hold
know?
on, hold on, hold on. Let's rephrase that. There was no 80s rap that sounded like Skippity Doo. We still had Run
Ooh,
DMC, Big
I'm
Daddy.
just messing.
You know what I mean?
Bossa, man. I ain't saying we're gonna have some mumble rappers on here, but we got to pay homage to hip hop, and mumble rappers are a part of hip hop.
Oh
It
no,
is
that's
Yeah.
what
a
it
part of
is.
hip hop you can forget about.
No, no, we can't. We have to embrace
What?
We
all
do.
parts of hip hop.
Oh
Yes.
We have
man.
to acknowledge everything because we definitely had our share of corny shit.
Yes, we
Come
had
on
some
now.
corny, terrible ass shit. That's exactly why I stopped talking about mumble rappers because I was like, Dad said this shit is stupid. What the fuck is degrading the artfulness of rap? I was on that train, and then I was like, I went back and listened to some shit from the early 2000s, and I was like, I'm gonna shut up because we had some dumbass rappers
Give me
then
an
too.
example.
Of stuff that didn't age well, or like, because I mean, it's a lot of shit that
Not
didn't
even
age.
age well. The goofy shit that we had, since we like to complain about a lot of mumble rappers. It's
Mumble rap
definitely a
is a
thing, Perk.
thing. It is a
Mumble rap is
thing.
definitely a thing. It might
Little
not be a thing
Wayne,
right now though.
Little Wayne birthed mumble rappers. And I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying
You still
like
young,
they
Perk.
took stuff that he was doing and they ran with it. You know what I mean?
Who you talking about?
Little Wayne, he birthed
Oh,
mumble rappers.
mm, yeah,
What?
yeah,
The
but
As
no,
first
and
no.
look at the people that started out being called the mumble rappers, and look at who they said
That
their inspiration was. It was Little Wayne. Little Wayne did a thing, but they took it to another level. Is what I'm saying. So that Little Wayne birthed mumble rappers.
so then we need to be banning Little Wayne then.
No,
The,
no,
the,
no, because
nah, nah.
look,
the first time I heard designer, I was like, oh hell no. What is this? No, no, no.
So you don't like Future?
Future's all right,
Future's
but
not a
I
mumble
don't.
rapper.
Yeah, he's not a mobile rapper though.
I mean, well, I'm not. It's just the voice. That was the whole thing with Designer and Future. So I'm not
Uh,
comparing them as far as they rapping style. I ain't gonna do that. But
Hey,
I
listen,
got what you're saying as far as design.
designer got a nice flow. He got a good voice too. But it's just what the hell
We
did
had
he
Afro
just say?
Man.
yes, we
Yeah,
had
Afro Man.
Afro Man.
Hey, Afro Man was fire, man.
I don't even know
So,
if y'all
so what are you
remember
talking
OG
about?
Mako. I might have to throw him in there too a little bit.
I don't know, man. Okay,
That's right,
I
Baza.
love the crunk
Hey,
era, and I love that Little John ushered in the crunk
keep it
era.
double
It was
low.
a movement. It was an era. But go back and listen to those songs, and a lot of them don't hold up. As far as like rapping, if you want to talk about rapping, now they had a nostalgia feel, but they say a lot of stupid shit in those songs, and it's like if
Yeah,
I say this shit out loud, like what the fuck?
no, I agree with you. Even Biggie has some lines that are suspect to where I'm like, yeah, I'm not rapping that part.
I got you,
You know
Perk.
what I mean?
But yeah, specifically, okay, Lil Wayne has a verse in Dick Pleaser, and when he's rapping it, he's basically like mumbling but articulating. And that's
Mhm.
why I say he birthed mumble rappers, because like he did a thing, people saw that he did a thing, and they was like, hey, I can elevate this. And then that's when they started bringing in all the auto tune and shit. I mean, but Lil Wayne was also doing auto tune Lollipop. Was that not
Yeah,
like a birth of mumble rap? But we got to give props to Static Major on that too, though.
Lollipop is still one of my favorite songs. Shout out to rest in peace to Static Major.
Yes.
Um, man, before we get started and tuned in, super prayers up to DC Young Fly. That's all I want to
Jeez.
say. Prayers
Yeah.
up, DC. Speaking of new music, Friday, we got some new music from Metro Boomin as far as Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and I'm definitely gonna be checking out this movie. I've been hearing great things about this,
Oh my god, it's so good.
and I'm actually gonna end up probably checking out the first one too.
You never seen the first one
Yeah,
yet?
I've never checked out the first one either.
I'm telling y'all now, no.
Wait,
I
what?
the first
You guys
Spider-Man.
are missing out, man.
I
Huh?
know.
Wait, did I hear that right? You never watched the
Yes.
Spider Verse?
No.
You know what I
I
mean?
ain't seen it. Once
Oh,
again, it's a
bro.
whole thing with the anime. I ain't watched cartoons or animation like that as far as movies,
Oh
bro.
wow.
I
You know what?
really haven't.
Honestly, you can't look at
Hilarious.
the Spider-Verse stuff as like, I know it's cat cartoon, but you don't look at it like that. It's
That's
really
See, I know
mature
that now.
stuff.
I didn't know that
But
before.
that's like saying Batman, the animated shit, was a cartoon. Have you seen what
Right.
they did with Harley
Exactly.
Quinn and Poison Ivy on HBO?
Oh
Nigga,
yeah.
that's
See, I ain't know all that. I know they doing R-rated.
Oh, oh,
That's
hey,
not a
That's
cartoon.
the same argument I make with anime because like that has a
Oh,
lot of
anime
dark
is not
themes. Like
cartoons.
yeah, it's like very dark themes and stuff. They talk about real shit in there. But that's
and
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
You've
Check it
never
out.
seen
Check it
Spider
out.
Verse. That's wild, bro.
yeah, it is.
that's like I saw some clips from Invincible.
Oh, Invincible is fire.
I
Yo,
was
that
like, why didn't nobody tell? I knew it was brutal, but like seeing him just beat up that gang of people, I'm just like,
huh, you think that's bad? Wait till the father and son fight.
I
When
saw
you
that
see
part
that,
too. I
oh
seen
my lord.
oh my god.
I'm gonna get on it, man, and we definitely gonna
Talk
do
about
some reviews on it
worst
once I
fathers.
check out both of those. As far as the first one and the second one, as far as Spider-Man
I
Cross the
think the
Spider-Verse.
second one is better than the first one, and I love the
Oh,
first
most
one.
definitely, most definitely.
You know, it's so good. I was impressed.
But yeah, we got my boy Metro Boomin. If young Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you. Doing the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack. Got a couple of decent tracks on here, and this is definitely a part of New Music Friday. Moneybagg Yo dropped the album too, as far as Hard to Kill. Well, not an album. He said it's a mixtape. So once again, new
People still make
generation
those.
rap. You said what?
People still make those.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what they call them. They selling them.
That's
So
what they calling them. It's not like
it's an album.
mixtapes.
It's
It's
an
yeah,
album.
it's an
Yeah, I
album.
know, I know.
But it's
I'm being silly, but because
uh,
people don't know it. Like they'll be like, oh, like when Drake dropped More Life, he's like, oh, it's just a playlist. What the fuck does that mean?
I'm gonna get on it, Sam. I'm gonna get on it.
it mean I don't care what the numbers do, and you ain't gonna hold it
Yeah,
against me. That's what it means.
yeah,
That's like how Megan kept dropping albums, but then she'd say it was a mixtape or EP,
yeah.
and it's like there's stipulations between EPs and albums, and
Yeah, people will
whatever.
drop like 10 tracks. Jones would be like, yeah, it's an EP. Like, no, it's not. Like that's an album. Like,
Rest in peace to live mixtapes. But yeah, man.
rest in peace to Death Piff too. Like Death
Yeah,
Piff's
that too.
gone.
Gucci Man days, Jeezy, all of that. I'm gonna get back on the cartoons, man. Shout out to
Oh, I watch
Chip.
cartoons. Period. I mean like
I ain't been on
cartoons,
it in a
like
minute.
shit that's meant for children. Yes, I watch cartoons.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
Nick
I don't.
soundtrack was good too. As
I
far
mean,
as
not like Nick Jr. shit, but I mean like cartoons that have some substance, like Steven
Absolutely.
Universe and shit like that. You know.
Absolutely. And the one thing I could say about this movie too, Spider-Verse, the soundtrack was fire. Now you
It
know me,
was.
I always complain about like, oh, you know, the modern day hip hop and stuff, but the soundtrack for this movie was fire.
Was it better than Black Panther?
Yeah.
I
Oh
thought
hell
so too.
no, absolutely
I
not.
thought
I gotta disagree. I gotta
I'm
disagree with
not.
Hanzo.
If you
I
say you
think
talking
so.
about the
How
Ain't
Kendrick
nothing
say
touching
Lamar,
that,
no,
bro.
I
nah.
think so.
Ain't nobody touching that.
I tell you this, when that first track in Spider-Verse played, I was bumping my head. I was just like, yeah. I looked at my
Yeah,
son and I'm like, this is hip hop. You know what I mean?
for me, like the Into the Spider, like because Metro, he's a great producer, but it's just
Yes,
like
we got to have
some
that
of the
conversation
like
too about him.
it's like it's some of those like they'll like play it through the movie and it fits for that movie, but when you go to watch like listen to those individual tracks and stuff, it's just like okay, you could have cut this dude's verse, or you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't got that for like the Black Panther soundtrack. Like I can listen to that all the way through and just you know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you.
That was
I
like a
feel like
perfect
Black Panther
soundtrack.
had strong singles, strong lead singles, but I like Spider Verse better.
And if I'm not mistaken, that was Kendrick coming off to Pimp a Butterfly,
It
so
Yeah.
he
was.
was ready.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna jump into a couple tracks to let y'all check out as far as the Metro Boomin joint, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack, and Moneybagg Yo, and his new album Hard to Kill. I mean, my bad, Hard to Kill. My bad. Damn, I'm thinking about Gucci now. Hard to Love. And there's a couple more tracks on here as far as, Lotto, Nicki Minaj, and I said Lotto and Nicki Minaj. Lotto and Cardi B. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, I heard that track. Yeah.
I had not heard that track either, as far as Put on the Floor. I had never heard it.
I
heard
haven't watched the video.
Oh,
you haven't heard the original?
No, I had never heard the song.
Oh, I watched her, was it Coachella performance?
Nah, Samuel. We definitely sticking with that Black Panther soundtrack.
I'll pass. I'll go Spider-Verse.
But if y'all haven't had a chance to check it out, I got a couple clips for y'all as far as the Metro Boomin Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack.
I protect the area, like can get a little scarier. Like the boogeyman coming. I got the boogeyman running. I had the plot, I felt in my country. Swing like a monkey. Swinging from New England out to England. Flips and somersaults like the brothers from Ringling. Jump from 100 feet and land on my feet. Yeah. Tim's to make the cipher complete. A sight to see. New Yorkin', too often.
Bitches think soon as we fuck, they get a purse from me. She like, I know you seen me call, why you being weird to me? I'm not. I put that shit on, can't be fucked with when it I got all this requests and toxic. Can her for years, she can't post my bitch. Friday, around, 10 stick, slide through.
Make this pussy cream. Do this motherfucker how you do the rust creams. Smoking on this pack, you know this pussy fat. Looking like he fiending, got his nose all in my crack.
She a bone crusher. That's right. She like to dance slow, nigga, don't rush her. That's right. I would fuck her raw, but I don't trust her. Right. If you ain't got no money, nigga, don't touch her. Yeah, come on. Act bad. Act bad. Act bad.
Okay.
Was that nigga Puff just a butt ass nigga, bro? Wow, he wildin', bro. He wildin'. The money, like he got lost. That's wild.
I don't know. Why? He has been wilding all of our lives.
Money be making motherfuckers act brand new, bro. Like Puff.
No, I don't think it was ever the money. I feel like he has authentically always been him.
When you got that much money, do whatever you want.
He's just not living his life out loud.
That's just hilarious.
Don't do that post. Never mind. As far as the music Friday, I do got a part 1 and a part 2 because Gunna dropped some new music too. We got to talk about my guy Gunna. But
Kodak Black
Rap
album.
Master.
And who else had an album?
Oh, Kodak and Lil Durk. I couldn't do them. It's too much. I couldn't do all of them because I should have done them last week, but everything was going on. But I probably had to do a little solo thing with them or something. But I definitely couldn't add them. I just did the more recent ones. Bigger Ford, being that I know you ain't familiar or wanting to jump on the new age music. How you feeling about this new music we just played?
Well, man, to be honest with you, in the movie that was good, but now I'm listening to it now. I was like, okay, maybe I will have to pick Black Panther.
That Nas.
Yeah, Nas was solid, yeah.
That was fire, But
Samuel, man, Diddy still out here doing his thing, making a song of the summer.
Somebody said that he stole that song from him for her.
Oh, uncut. Nah.
But no, it's the hook. It's the hook, the whole act up hook. Another New York rapper, she's saying that Diddy took that from her. And honestly, I feel like it's a whole walk it like you talk it thing where it's just like, how many people can just say act up or act bad or whatever, and it's like it's not super niche that somebody else couldn't come up with it, and even the cadence or whatever that they say.
I mean, it sounds like a City Girl song, but it's a Diddy song, so he probably was like, "I'll just take this and
I mean, but this chick song is 2 years older than his song, so I mean, that's what she's saying. Like, oh, he stole my shit, and I'm just like,
so I got something for you. We talking about soundtracks. I got something for you.
I'm with you, Basso. I'm with you.
What about my girl Glorilla?
Who?
I like Glorilla. She alright, even though she just kind of fit in that thought rap like kind of wave that's been going on. She doing her thing though. She doing a thing.
Yeah, I'll pass.
That song in particular, though, that ain't gonna work. The reason why is that done been sampled like 500 times now. As far as the Juicy J joint, like
Mhm.
No. That
definitely.
shit, yo.
So, but
That,
still, yeah.
it's
I mean,
funny.
but
Like
Yeah.
it's funny in middle school. Like us just like always like reciting that shit. It's just like we were too young to be doing that shit. But it's just like looking back at it, it's
We briefly
hilarious.
talked about
it's a lot of shit we was too young to be doing. Cause I remember the whole like the wrestling thing.
Oh, I mean, see them the good days, boy. Vince
See,
McMahon.
hella inappropriate, but we was
Uh,
doing it.
Yeah, it was fun.
but yeah, that song have been sampled too many times, and she sound like she particularly taking the same beat that Juicy J was on as far as slob on my knob. Court
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no,
It's
Yeah,
you
it's
it's
can't.
it's
slightly tweaked.
the sampling is outrageous right now, and it needs to calm down because the ones that are actually sampling and is good are getting overshadowed by so much sampling.
What about the
Yeah.
R&B songs that I think about to play, but then somebody come on talking about sliding on somebody? Like, why are y'all
Yeah,
turning my R&B songs into damn drill songs?
death ballads,
I'm like, what the hell is going on?
trap
Yeah.
ballads.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the sampling is getting out of hand. It's like you're hearing all these songs, and it's like, are they good because the songs are good, or because you sampled the classic? You know what I
That's what it
mean?
is. It's the sample.
it's the
I
sample.
heard Pony
Most
today.
of them, it's the sample,
Have
Mhm.
y'all heard the sample of Pony Genuine? I'm
No,
like,
there's a
probably.
they don't,
the-
bro.
really.
Yes, it's a
But a
song.
good sample like is like if you could hide that shit well, and it just like it just like it'll be a familiar sound like, oh, I've heard this little jingle or something like that,
Mhm.
but like it's still original and stuff. Like
I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
be biased, but I feel like that's what our generation did, especially Puffy.
yeah,
Speaking of him, he,
yeah. Now they just taking the whole sample and just, you know what I mean, rapping over the track. I'm like, really?
That's like that Burna Boy song. You know who owns majority of that song? Tony Braxton. Why? Because they sampled her voice. And the song, like, take Tony Braxton sample out in that beat. What do you have?
what I
What
just
do you have?
Yeah, for
you heard
real.
the
or
thing
even
recently about Sting and him saying that somebody was wrong about how much he was paying, and he actually paying more as far as sampling
Hmm.
that song for the tribute to Biggie.
Oh, really?
yeah, the Juice
Yeah,
World with Lucid Dreams and stuff like that.
yeah,
That was a
yeah.
good like that was a good sample. Like
They
you
said
know,
that's their
obviously,
favorite sample. They said that's
yeah.
that's their favorite song that sampled them.
Interesting.
Pertaining to soundtracks, though, how we feeling as far as Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack? Metro Boomin being exclusive producer.
I gotta listen
I
to it
like it.
more.
I'll say
Me
he
I
did a
too.
good
like it.
job.
I
It's a
would
lot of songs
definitely
on
play
there.
it again. It is a lot of songs.
Yeah, I'll say he did a good job because a lot of the songs fit in parts of the movie,
Shout out to Sam Stokes.
made it better. So I liked it.
All right, I enjoyed it, and I do got a verses pertaining to soundtracks as far as '90s. But before I
Hey.
get to that, I'm gonna go into the second half of the New Music Friday pertaining to my guy Gunna. He's back, and he got a couple things to get off his chest pertaining to the DA, pertaining to the YSL case, pertaining to little baby Lil Durk, allegedly, because he ain't saying nobody name, so just could be accusations or whatever.
It
But
it would
outside of
have
all of
hit.
that, what's up?
It would have hit harder if you would have said some names. And I'm like, oh shit, he really, you know what I'm saying? Like, but why you not saying no names? I don't know.
He giving at first, especially the way he coming out kind of aggressive, he giving me 6ix9ine vibes just a little bit. Because you know how 6ix9ine first came back out like, yeah, I'm still
Yeah,
on that gangster, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You on video, fully confessing, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, to, questions or whatever pertaining to what's going on with the wild sale case. But outside of that, because once again, none of us in here are street individuals. Ain't nobody in here trying to, you know what I'm saying? Did he snitch or did he not snitch? Once again, I'm somebody who does like to listen to somebody who has some type of principles to themselves as far as some type of values, hold themselves accountable to certain situations. Because if I'm listening to you and you rapping about a certain topic, not saying I gotta pertain it to my life, but I mean, if that's you, then okay. I want to believe that's
Right.
you.
Mhm.
But outside of that, I do want to know just is the song in general good? Can he come out and make actually decent music? Because if you had to ask me my honest opinion, I like Little Durk, but I did listen to Gunna way more than I listen to Little Durk. I think Gunna makes better music than Little Durk. Just my
I
opinion.
mean, I still like Dirk more. But with Gunna, I think he just need to go to the pop route, or just like
Damn, the pop
you know,
route.
go to Pitbull route. That's what 6ix9ine should have done. He should just go the pop route. You know, there's more money in that anyways, and
But
you know what I'm
you know,
saying. Or
6ix9ine kind of got
unless you diss some motherfuckers, like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't see how. I think he'll be all right because people will listen to his music, whoever is a fan of him. But like them sales are definitely gonna take a dip.
I think he's gonna be all right in general because I think in what world we living in nowadays that people don't care about nobody snitching or nothing.
That's true too. Yeah, nobody really
It's
cares.
like, I ain't like worrying about. I don't care, especially when you talking about the
Street
internet
code.
and all of that.
Yeah, street code died a long time ago.
Facts.
A long time ago. So,
Facts.
and most people that's in the streets ain't really in the streets, or vice versa, whatever. But yeah, people gonna listen to what they want to listen to, and it ain't gonna make a difference. But yeah, I mean, people gonna publicly say shit, but privately do shit too. So
Yeah.
we'll see what the numbers say.
Yep.
Well, let's go ahead and check out this little track from Gunna and a couple more people. My bad about the Nicki Minaj joint. I guess this is on this as far as Sexy Red and Nicki Minaj and Lotto and Cardi B. New Music Friday Part 2.
Some real problems. We are not the same, ain't in my lane. I got my own column, yeah. Peeping shit, I'm seeing niggas fall back. You bitch ass niggas got me at the topic of the chat. You switched on me when you know you in business with a rat. And the boy that's like your brother, ain't nobody speak on that. Just to see it clearly if I had to state of fact. You still fuck with a nigga that done got your partner. Heard these niggas talking only knew him cause it's late. These rap boy need more streams. Heard he put my name
All
on
that, Compton Cowboy, all that. Yeah. Big protein. 150 grams of protein. Y'all gotta stop playing, bro. I swear, bro.
We gon' fuck up the world, excuse me. That nigga eat me out.
Hey yo, Red, my name is Pink. I made him go get that ink. Let him eat that pretty pussy. Now he keep trying to link. I'm pimping Pinky Ring. His ex is his Minky Dink. I'm about to pop a thing.
Know what y'all been told. Bet your mans know if you don't, what's happening?
Put a ribbon on me. I've been acting brand new. I ain't smoking on no silo, bitch. I'm smoking on you. Put your bestie in a pack and now I'm smoking her too. I've been ballin' so them.
Yeah, whoever wrote that for Cardi,
Don't say
or
that.
Cardi
Right,
wrote that.
right. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely probably Lotto that wrote that for her.
Man.
I mean, it don't matter
Oh,
who
that's-
wrote it. She said it like she meant it, and it sound good.
Hey, Samuel Stokes, that is not hard to do at all as far as pertaining to 6ix9ine. And it's a lot of people making way better music than 6ix9ine.
Yes, 6ix9ine was yelling on the track. Like, what are you? Why are you yelling?
Stop
Wait.
yelling, Daniel.
Exactly.
Whoever writing for her, they've been going hard because that Tomorrow verse and then going into this, they like, we want the smoke.
Got an expensive pen. That Nicki shit was trash though. I'm sorry. I'm just never impressed by like her wordplay or nothing. It's just so elementary and just so ABC. It's just I don't know. Time for
I
the
want to
back.
make sure I was listening to him right because he ain't talking about Cardi, you talking about Nicki.
Yeah,
I mean,
sound
it
like-
might be just a song she on. She might be going into, you know.
No, she does that all the time though. That's what I'm saying. She does that all the time. She's like, oh shit, she's spitting. No, that shit was ass. Too
You
fast.
might have a point, Bert. Maybe that's why Nadia beat me in that versus Little Kim.
No, I got a theory about that. Because, you know, when you do a versus, it's 2 rounds. I beat you round 1, but what was I because remember I emptied the clip at the end of round 1. So what would I be coming with round 2? Not saying that I did not have shit else to bring because those were features. I still had full songs, so yeah.
It was a number of songs you didn't play from Kim. You still.
I didn't. I played a lot of features, so yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna be honest. Once again, I feel like Nicki Minaj is still in a lane of her own kind of as far as rapping. I know what you're saying, Perk, but I feel like she does, man. Nah.
She has been on a decline, bro. Record sales, everything. This is why, like, back when she first was coming out, she was never collabing with nobody. Now she collabing with everybody and stuff and whatnot. And it just ever since that whole Remy Ma shit, it has not been the same.
Hey, I've been saying, hey, okay, because
It
I've
has
been
not
saying
been the
that.
same.
And we are going to talk about that as far as pertaining to legacies and people who done been dissed and lost and does this damage their legacy or whatever. And I also got a certain female artist I want to talk about as far as our highlight artist of the week. So I'm glad you on here, Perk. I want to see if this certain artist
Scarlet.
get your attention.
Scarlet.
All right, pertaining to Gunna though, I see what y'all saying. I do still feel like he's gonna be able to make good music, but he's not gonna have Wheezy as far as one of his main producers. So I'm trying to figure out.
That might help him grow. Like, I mean,
hey, producers, they make a difference, especially when that certain one that people are familiar with that sound with.
Yeah, but when you move over to other producers, that gives you room for growth and evolution, which as an artist you need to do, or you gonna bore the fucking death, and then everybody gonna be like, "Boo, you saying the same shit. Boo, this is boring." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this internet age they don't hold back.
She ain't want that smoke, man. Nikki never wanted that smoke with Remy. All right, going into one of our first verses pertaining to soundtracks. Best 90s hip hop soundtrack verses. Shout out to everybody in here. We've been waiting for that 90s sound. I got y'all. My bad. We got Above the Rim versus Belly. Don't argue with me. 1998 is when Belly came out. It didn't come out in 2000. They did that in the movie. Oh, I'm in Africa, y'all. You know, New Year's and all of that. But anyway.
Nah, I know.
Best 90s hip hop soundtrack versus we got Above the Rim versus Belly.
A clear white moon, Warren G was on the streets trying to consume some skirts for the E, so I could get some phones, rolling in my ride, chilling all alone.
Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Seen a car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. All of you search know what's up.
Six to the police, now my niggas busted. The cops whooping on my nigga in jail, trying to get a motherfucker to jail. And couldn't nobody diss my nigga. Damn, I miss my nigga. A bottle of liquor.
Like a drive-by, we can stack dough sky high. Can't touch what they can't feel. Real recognize
I
real.
set up shop with Nick Rocks that'll upset rookies. Make them slide like Lil the wet. Open up the whole strip like Monopoly and dare one of y'all to.
Here comes the boom, 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 booming, bouncing, stalking, what's walking, walking to pouncing, you know every counter, hit him like a mountain, spit him, I'm spitting out blood like a fountain, look at me like that, we just might.
Ooh.
I forgot about that.
That belly is beans on that belly shit's crazy.
Hey, my boy Sam Stokes said Above the Rim.
Belly.
I got Belly.
Bigger four, what's up?
I'm gonna have to go Above the Rim.
I gotta go with Above the Rim too.
Oh, nigga.
Time break. I gotta go with Above the Rim. That damn Nate dog.
Yeah.
Right. That's a classic.
I'll watch Above the Rim just to watch the ending credits to see that.
For real.
Who got to call
It's
me?
Above the Rim.
I definitely pick Belly though. The whole
Belly. Oh, they going
Bro,
Belly.
why did they do that?
Boom,
Why did they try to the whole making this like I get what you're saying, because I was like, that does confuse me about the whole timing of everything, like when it came out versus like the music, because I'm like, Sean Paul wasn't even popping like that in the 90s, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
you
like,
know who that nigga was in the movie?
No, right?
Man,
his career didn't pop off to like 2002. Like, damn.
Yeah, I had to make that hard for y'all, but that's definitely two of my favorite soundtracks that I definitely had back in the day. Shout out to Mama, don't let me listen to that. But yeah.
The Next Friday soundtrack.
Next Friday, first Friday, keep their heads ringing. Dr. Drainer. Ding ding dong. But anyway, one of the next things I wanted to jump into, but before we jump into that, do y'all think the baby got song of the summer as far as Shake Something?
I was gonna ask you about song of the summer
wanna-
because did he swear he got the song of the summer
Man,
with Act Bad?
No.
Nah.
I'm like,
I
sir,
still-
the baby.
It's just bad.
I still like Lil Yachty's Strike though. That to me is like a summer hit, and that came out like a couple months ago, and I haven't heard nothing that really tops that. The baby shit, like I feel like that's just gonna come and go really.
Nah, the TikTok gonna keep that shit alive hard.
the track that the weekend just dropped that what's the
Playboy and
popular,
Madonna.
it's supposed to I guess that's going to be like the theme or something like that for the his show The Idol or something like that, but that definitely has like that summer hit vibe, like it has that early 2000s kind of vibe to it. I was like, I'm surprised Diddy's not on this because this would have been a perfect song for Diddy to be on, but yeah, I would still say like song of the summer. Yeah,
it's off the Idol soundtrack.
What's the
I
song
don't think he
called?
released it yet though.
Called Popular. Has Madonna and Playboy Cardi.
I still gotta check that.
That's the weirdest fucking. That's the weirdest fucking.
That's why. Like I'm looking at it right
though.
now.
I wasn't surprised by that
combination.
Think about those artists.
Looking like that.
Madonna looking like a fossil and shit. Like
you already know Playboy Cardi think he a rock star already.
Yeah.
What's up, Big Fool? Think the baby song Shake Something, song of the summer.
I have no idea.
You on TikTok? You probably heard. You on TikTok? You definitely
I was
heard
say
it.
you didn't heard it on TikTok.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I heard it, but I'm like,
see, that's why I'm trying to get this new
Just one of those
generation
songs.
out the way. I know I'm trying to get it out the way because I got something for y'all, man. I got that old school bag in here for y'all.
Oh, that's the summer songs.
Yeah. No,
hey.
Hell no.
You ain't got
no.
You ain't got no summer song verses?
Nah.
Not songs about summer, but songs that were popular during the summer, like nostalgic summer songs. You gotta get some verses.
Summer vibes.
I'm seeing some shit. Yeah, I'm seeing some shit.
I play Will Smith. What's going on?
That's the best summer song of all time. Duh. But no, I mean like songs that like really took over during certain summers, like that damn Tim song.
Yeah.
Guess we'll jump back into one of my verses. Best debut hip hop album verses. We got DMX versus Jay-Z. It's Dark and Hell is Hot versus Reasonable Doubt.
You ain't gotta play nothing. You ain't gotta play nothing. You ain't gotta play nothing. I'm already picking Reasonable Doubt.
Nah.
I'm already picking Reasonable Doubt, bro.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is this dope? You might have forgot. Best debut hip hop album versus debut. I understand it's Dark and Hell is Hot. I get it.
Niggas wanna try, niggas wanna lie, then niggas wonder why, niggas wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with that shit on my brain? I resort to violence, my niggas moving silence, like you don't know what our style is. New York niggas the wildest, my niggas is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. Shit is real, and I ain't really never gave a fuck how niggas feel. Rob and I still, and cause I want to, cause I have to. And don't make me show you with the Mac. If you don't know by now, then you slip.
Stack cheddars forever, live treacherous, all the etceteras. To the death of us, me and my confidants, we shine. You feel the ambiance, y'all niggas just rhyme. By the ounce though accumulates like snow. We don't just shine, we illuminate the whole show. You feel convenient with the sound of my money machining. My cup runneth over with hundreds. I'm one of the best niggas that done it. 6 digits and running, y'all niggas don't want it. I got the Godfather flow, the Don Juan, the Marco. Swear to God, don't get it fucked up.
Taking up this time to give you peace of my mind.
Man, first
Nah, that Reasonable. Go ahead.
Burp, that's real music. That's not that crap you be posting on.
Come
Twitter.
on now. Come on now.
Hey.
We can talk about that.
Hey,
Man,
But I like Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubt is my shit though. That's my
Shout
fucking
out to
shit,
Big
bro.
Bro.
ooh, for me to pick, I think I would have to listen to both albums fully, right?
Shout out Tony.
Because like it's hard to pick which out of those tracks, like which one was better. But DMX came hard, man. Like I don't know.
Classics, man. Classics. I'm trying to tell you, I know what DMX was and what that album was. I know. But Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt
You know
was
who I'm
fire.
choosing.
DMX,
Right?
right?
No Bossel.
Yes.
Said I got y'all. I got you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So everybody
First of all,
saying
as soon
DMX.
as he said the album, I could see the fucking. I mean, not that I couldn't see Reasonable Doubt album
Yeah,
cover,
yeah.
but like
Mhm.
that DMX one, like that's how much I played that one. Then how much you had the little books and the CDs and shit. You looking through the books and shit, reading all the shit. And I used
So
to read
everybody
them
saying
books.
DMX.
Look at the pictures.
I got Jay. I just like that whole mafioso shit. Like shit was smooth and like and just
Damn, see, I can't get.
it's
I can't
crazy.
win for Lou. Shout
Dark
out to the
Man
chat, man.
X,
It is what it
man.
is. It is
Dark
what it
Man
is.
X.
Yeah, I gotta go with X too.
We're going with Earl. Making
One of
way.
the next things I wanted to jump into. It's a conversation that came up with Ebro off Hot 97. Well, he claims that Story of Adonis from Pusha T hurt Drake's legacy. Not the whole writing accusation as far as somebody writing for him, but more so than anything, well, I guess you could say he lost to Pusha T. Even though Drake would say that people said that he shouldn't release his diss track, it was gonna get too personal, this and the third. You know, they had
What the
Jake
fuck was
Prince
he gonna
up
say?
in.
What?
Outside
think
of
it's a
him
mixture.
and his wife, you're right.
I
What
think
you
it's
gonna say?
I think it's a mixture of things. Definitely with Meek coming out and saying like he kind of started this shit. Definitely kind of like had us like had people looking at Drake differently. Even though Meek lost that, he still what I'm saying, he still kind of exposed
There
that.
you go, Tony.
Um,
The whole.
but yeah, Pusha T definitely like Meek put the dagger in, didn't finish it, didn't kill him off, but then like Pusha T came in and just
Very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
He was on some Tupac hit him up shit, talking about his man dying from some type of disease, talking about his daddy and his mama, talking about his baby mama, his kid.
I still wouldn't want to see like even if that alleged like response, even though Jay Prince was like saying like, oh yeah, that he had to stop that or whatever, whatnot. But
I don't think it was
I would
good,
want to
bro.
see what he would have gone with because I think Drake would have responded. You know what I'm saying? But it would been interesting. It would been interesting, sure.
I don't know
I'm
why
like,
people
what
thought
the
Pusha T
fuck you
wasn't
gonna
gonna come
say?
back.
I don't know. You could just make fun of the fact that he's like 40 plus still talking about dope and shit. Like I think that's still something you could talk about. Like
I'm gonna just say this right now. We talked about this early in the year as far as the recent album he dropped, where I was like, he was one of those rappers that's able to still talk about what he's talking about, and it works.
He
The album was
artfully
good.
does it so well. I mean,
I'll put it in album of the year category.
sure did.
yeah, Push is nice, but that's just like that's all he does though. Like that's like we really cut it down to like it's that's all he does is just talk about dope shit. Like,
But do you feel like, as far as everybody that's here on the panel, that this hurts your legacy? Because we not only got him as far as Drake, you got Jay-Z as far as Ether, Nicki Minaj, Sheeta. Who else? There's somebody else.
I think
I
think it won't hurt his legacy because if it did, it would have we would have felt the effects of it because he's still selling like a motherfucker, still streaming like a motherfucker. Like so, people don't really care. Like
That's because he got
amongst
loyal
like
fans, though.
yeah. But when we talk about like just talking about hip hop or just rap in general, yeah, like people are gonna kind of like knock him down a few points. Even though I still don't think like you still got to kind of just give him his credit just for his run still because like nobody's ever really like had this long of a run like that. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna hurt his legacy like to the fullest. It's definitely gonna put a blemish on it, but I don't think it's gonna like hurt it completely.
Shout out to Tony. Yeah, I feel what you're saying about Eminem. I feel like people was always around that time when he was first starting and what he was doing and the way he was talking. yeah, people was probably scared to go, like, nigga, I ain't about to talk about this nigga. He talking about his mama, he talking about his girl, killing them and murdering them. I'm good. I don't need no type of issues.
Exactly.
And we're not even talking about record sales and all that. We just talking about in general as far as they rapping legacy. Because that's a lot of things I think Drake takes in consideration. Like, I think he takes that serious. He wants people to take him serious as far as being a rapper.
Yeah.
And as far as Jay-Z, shout out to Bossel. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I can agree with that.
Question: do you think Jay-Z response? How do you think the impact of Jay-Z response would have been if he actually would have sit down and wrote something instead of just?
I feel like he got into a desperate mode. He was like, I gotta say something immediately, and I gotta say something kind of desperate. You know, the whole thing with the condoms
like Jay-Z and Nas?
You said what?
You talking about Jay-Z and Nas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he got kind of desperate because, you know, when he said the whole thing with mentioning the condoms and the babysitter and all that, he was like, I gotta say something outrageous. Like, this nigga, like, you see what he just said to me on Ether? I got to say something. I ain't got time to write. The whole New York City is telling me that I lost right now. And, you know, around that time, that was major. King of New York. Who's the king of New York? Who's the king of New York?
Yeah, Jay-Z had to respond to Ether. Ether kind of like killed Jay-Z at that point, so Jay-Z had to come back. But I think Takeover was a good response too. I enjoyed it. I liked it.
It's not a that ain't a response. He started it.
He started it.
No, that ain't no response. Samuel Stokes, if you're talking about that Eminem diss, yeah. Not the whole song. It's just when he started going into the whole thing with Eminem, that's when it get whacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's why it don't hurt Jay-Z legacy. Signing Nas, and then, you know, doing a whole collaborative album with him and all of that. He kind of, you know, bringing him out on Summer Jam.
Yeah, Jay-Z was is the master of just like tiptoeing through different things, because now like everybody like even people brought this up, like anytime he dropped out, he was never like the biggest artist, you know, so somebody dropped something bigger than him, or you know what I'm saying, but he's able to like maneuver in such a way that nothing really, like, you know, people don't really talk about certain aspects, like when it comes to like Jay-Z and stuff.
Dated Beyonce. Well, he married to Beyonce, and it's like, man, what we gonna talk about? He's billionaire.
I mean, the only thing that could bring up is you cheated on Beyonce, and it's like, okay, but
now it might be an argument to say that Nas has been making way better music than Jay-Z all the way.
Most definitely.
444.
Jay-Z last album was, and how long ago was that? And even Nas has came up with like 4 albums since then. 4.
Yeah, but even before 444, do you not think Nas was kind of making better music at the time? I mean,
what did he have? Look, I gotta look back honestly, because you know how everybody talks shit about Kingdom Come, but then like he did the American Gangster soundtrack, which was awesome.
Oh no, my bad. Yeah.
See, that's what I mean.
That's
what
444 was really mid though. 444 was really mid compared to like Magna Carta and stuff.
He did with the production.
Okay.
And all of that,
yes.
he did. Kanye definitely did.
That's all I'm about to say. Yes, because then when you, because then the Magna Carta and the Holy Grail, Watch the Throne, Blueprint 3, American Gangster, and then this Kingdom Come. So besides American Gangster and Blueprint 3, because I didn't care for the collaborative albums with Kanye. I did not care.
Watch the Throne's great.
Yeah, same here. I didn't either.
I don't think it's bad music. It just appealed to me. It did not move me. I mean, I felt the artistry in it, but I didn't care for it. I don't have it on my playlist. Like nothing.
So we spent the Kanye production wise.
It was great. It was great. It did not resonate with me now nor then. So. Yes, I do.
Nas definitely killing it right now, Sam, especially with the King's Disease album.
Yeah, this is different. Like he kind of found like second wind or a second life with those.
And this is what we got to talk about producers again. Hit Boy, bringing that life into Nas again, because even with Kanye producing for Nas, it didn't really like niggas were like, what?
It didn't translate well. I like it, but it's like still, to me, it's not as bad as everybody said.
What you saying
it was,
about the Black Album, boss? The Black Album, I like that.
But that
Well-
goes to show you when like a legacy artist can embrace like some of the newer acts, like as far as like the production and stuff, like they can help you kind of figure out a whole new sound, or like, you know what I'm saying, like, and Hit Boy and Nas were a great combination and stuff.
And that's what I was saying about Gunna earlier. Like switching up producers could be a blessing or a curse.
That's
I
true.
mean,
Get Alchemist.
Go all the way back to Lil Wayne and Manny Fresh. People saying like when Manny Fresh left Cash Money, like, oh, he ain't gonna sound right without.
yeah,
having Manny Fresh
Wayne
on
ain't
it.
gonna make it. Yeah.
That definitely was one of those ones.
Tony, I don't know where I'm gonna put Jay-Z and Beyonce collab at. I can't even remember that. I don't remember that.
What was that? It's All Love, the Carters, something like that. I don't
The
know.
Carters, I think it was.
Ooh, I like that, Tony. That's a good little comparison as far as J. Cole and what he done for features. He definitely done took people's songs.
All the way.
Is there any artists I can't remember outside of the ones I mentioned as far as you feel like legacy might be hurt dealing with diss tracks? They lost.
I would say Jordan Lucas with Tory Lanez. Like Tory Lanez, like fucking destroyed him, bro. Like that shit was crazy. Nobody expected that. Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see nobody really talking about Jordan Lucas like that anymore. Like that was a crazy, because like, yo, like as soon as like Jordan would drop something, Tory would just get in the studio, like already have something ready like that same day, like and be rapping on his shit.
What about Wayne? Can we put? I ain't trying to say that, but I'm saying he never really responded to Push It to You.
No, because people just, you know, the Wayne fans are just that's what's gonna carry him.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I feel like
When did
Pusha
this
T is
happen?
the boogie monster right now when it comes to diss tracks.
When did this happen?
You don't remember when Exodus 23:1?
Bruh.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why, like, you know, Drake got into the shit with Push and stuff. It's because, like, you know,
He talking about
'cause of Wayne.
Birdman, Drake. You signed the one nigga that signed the one nigga that signed the three niggas.
Yeah.
Pusha T is a monster, and he don't care.
Which was really hypocritical for him to say at that time, considering his situation too. But you know,
What's up? Because as far as I know,
he was on good music.
President of good music. He was signed with what?
Good Music, and Good Music was signed to some was on, I think, under Def Jam, and you know, so it's like multiple people.
I forgot about that line Sammy Stokes he did. I don't know, man. I can't, because Pusha T went out.
Still good diss track, but still good diss track, but you know.
And that was his daddy. He said his daddy stole his money. But Wayne is definitely a legend, man. Shout out Wayne, man. But when we talking about this hip hop, hey, Pusha T, the boogeyman. Say his name 5 times in the mirror.
I'll just say, Drake, the Canadian boy, had to come over to America and show you guys how it was done. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Hold on.
So what? What? Nah.
What? Because he still ain't responded to Pusha T, if I'm not mistaken. I ain't heard no.
When you as big as Drake, you don't need to respond to none of these guys.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean? You don't need to respond.
Prove it. No.
You call yourself a rapper, right?
Exactly.
He did, but I don't consider Little I'm sorry, Tony.
Speaking about distance, we'll bring that back up with Nicki and Remy.
Facts. Headshots.
You were saying, Perp?
No, I was saying, I'm bringing back the whole Nicki and Remy Ma shit. Like that definitely hurt Nicki's career.
I've been saying that.
Yeah.
And she tried to respond with a song which didn't work at all, featuring Wayne and Drake. All right, before I get into my next segue, I thought I had these niggas on here. I didn't. Okay, look like I'm missing somebody, but I wanted to talk about this versus that was put on Facebook. Shout out to my guy Clyde, Big Cool. He asked me about G Unit members and who he felt like was more lyrical as far as the game or Lloyd Banks.
Ooh,
The game.
yeah, it's the game.
He literally, he single-handedly destroyed all the movies. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, he
I
done
like
that.
Lord Banks. I do. I like Lord Banks, but I think lyrically, it's the game. It's the game.
I said this in the comments. I did because my whole thing is 300 bars and running.
but I will say like Banks got the punchlines over Game. Though. He got ill punchlines, but
he did for a long time. Money in the Bank mixtapes, man.
Yeah.
Rap City freestyles on the basement.
mm-hmm. Those are the days.
Well, Tony said game. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's game.
Well,
And you know,
sometimes
I'm not a huge fan of the game either, but I'll give credit where credit is due.
I gotta be honest. I would probably say I like Game's albums probably more than Lloyd Banks.
Pretty much, yeah.
I would say that.
Yeah.
All right, recent ones though. Well, shit, even with the recent one, Drillmatic, I like Drillmatic a little bit more than I like Lloyd Banks' recent albums, and I do think he got some good albums out because he got like 3 that he don't release as far as Lloyd Banks.
Oh, yeah.
I feel you, Samuel, but I also feel like Game is one of those artists that people are scared to go against too, just like Pusha T. I would definitely put Game in that category. I feel like a lot of artists are scared to go against him.
I mean, that's just his style with name dropping. It's the same thing with Pusha T. Like him just always talking about that's just they you know, that's their way. You know, you can't, you know, it is what it is.
Bit of that. Tony, a little bit of that fabulous style in him, a little bit. I also said the Game. But just a little reminder, I do got 2 little clips from the Game and Lloyd Banks as far as freestyles from him. Once again, you know, back in the day, even before Wayne was doing what he was doing on freestyles as far as other people beats, G Unit was really doing it. 50 Nil, Lloyd Banks, Tony AL, they was out here taking over people's songs, making hooks and everything.
Oh, God.
Stats the street sweeper. This shit can get uglier than the masterpiece, nigga. He sliding through the ruckers with Prada on the chuckers. So the spring break hoes home from college when the fuckers. I ain't here to drop knowledge on you suckers. I sick rock wallers on you fuckers. Cops following the cuffers. Top dollars to discuss this. Whole lot of zeros when it comes to paper. I'll do it so willpower and reflexes of Larry Davis. You don't wanna see my block forming. That's 101 dogs. And I don't mean the ones with the spots on them. Real respected Holly. Cause you ain't gotta practice gymnastics to catch your body. Me and money's like,
I hope you black out before you see the cop. I ain't hot top from colors, I'm from Cedar Block. But what I got in my hot tops to make your breathing stop. I'm a gangster slash rapper, check your CD shop. I'm like Elvis in there, they can't believe he dropped. Now, homie, I'm living proof like Snoop Dogg. See walking on top of the devil's roof. Rap critics wanna converse about this and that. Cause red strings in his Converse, and it's a Dre track. Keep jibbering and jabbering, I pull a 38 Magnum and get to clicking and clacking. Your homies wanna know what happened. Come to Compton, see Thriller like Mike Jackson. I might.
Yeah. Some fire tracks right there.
That's another thing about the Game, especially coming from the West Coast at that time. It had been a long time hearing a lyrical rapper from the West Coast. Shout out to rappers like Corrupt, Snoop Dogg, and them.
Yeah. Those are fire.
Two brothers lyricists?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
That real hip hop perp.
Whatever that means.
Do what you do on TikTok, perp, man. Don't worry about my guy, Bigger. All right. Y'all got any top 5 as far as hip hop albums of all time?
Ooh. I think one of my favorite hip hop albums of all times is Only Built for Cuban Links. That's one of my favorite albums of all times, to be honest with you.
You got a top 5?
I'd have to think about it. I'm sure I do. But I'd have to
I'd have to think. That's something I never really thought about. But I'd put like Lupe's The Cool up there. That's like, I don't think that album gets talked about enough. That album's crazy.
You said Lupe?
Yeah, The Cool.
Oh, okay. This is debut album.
No, that wasn't his debut. Food and Liquor was his debut. Uh,
Yeah,
what else?
documentary was hard. Sammy Stokes, still one of my favorites.
Forest Hills Drive. Good Kid, Mad City. Even To Pimp a Butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta be
Of
think. I
all
gotta think about
time,
that though. Yeah, like A Pimp a Butterfly is definitely like an all time like album in my opinion.
if I
Good Kid,
had
Mad
to,
City is definitely is too.
damn, if I had to put it in order for me personally, for number 5, it'd have to be Jay-Z Blueprint. Number 4 have to be 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying. Number 3 would have to be Snoop Dogg Doggy Style. Number 2 will have to be Tupac All Eyes on Me, and number 1 have to be Life After Death.
I would definitely put Doggy Style in my top 5 for sure.
Blueprint is on my top 5.
Okay, Sammy Stokes, you said
I
Lupe second album. Okay, what'd you say, Neil?
Blueprint is in my top 5. Can't deny this shit.
Yeah, for Life After Death would be there
I was
too.
so mad my mama bought me the damn edited version. I was like, stop buying CDs from Walmart. Damn. Like for real. I was mad. Not what now you know. Come on.
For real though.
Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's another one of my favorites.
I was this close to putting Thug Motivation in my top 5. I feel like that's definitely.
I was close to put that in there too.
College Dropout.
I didn't like College Dropout.
I like College Dropout. College Dropout is on my list, definitely.
Ooh,
Graduation.
I would say Volume 1, Bossel. If Rough Riders compilation albums. I like that top 3 though. Chronic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shout out Bossel. Shout out Sam Stokes. That's my opinion. I even almost wanted to put Kim though in probably top 10 though as far as hardcore. I feel like she got some songs on there that you ain't got to skip through. Especially at that time, she was talking like a female that would be a dude talking to a woman.
Yeah.
Even it's technically a mixtape, but I still consider it like an album. Cushion Orange Juice.
Who you talking about?
Is that a mixtape? I thought that was an album.
It's very like it was released like a mixtape because it was on like that Piff and all that and stuff like that.
Who did you say again?
Wiz Khalifa Cushion Orange Juice.
Oh, dang. Yes. Boy, that was some good days.
I got a very controversial R&B album that I would put in my R&B top 5, but I ain't gonna say that.
No, I want to hear which one.
Don't tell me, Bryson Tiller. Man, no disrespect to Bryson, but
no, it's the man in prison.
Me too.
You got to.
Me too.
Man in prison.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
If not number 1.
Which one we talking? Chocolate Factory?
No, TP2.com.
Oh, TP2.
Man, I wish woman's word?
Woman's thread.
Woman's thread.
Yeah.
I wish. I know, but the R.
No, feeling on your booty?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fiesta, like come on.
You remind me of my G.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so 12 play, yes.
You gotta
12
chill.
play, yes. So like Anyway, we was talking about hip hop.
Yeah. Gotta hear it.
I don't care. I still play his music.
Chocolate
man.
Factory, man. I went with Chocolate Factory like that.
I was with Chocolate Factory too. You weren't with it?
No.
Oh, really?
Not as much as TP2, man. That was my shit.
Man, he got some of the best R&B albums, Sammy Stokes. To this day.
Mm-hmm.
To this day.
This day.
This day. It is what it is, man. Separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were talking about hip hop.
Yeah, we got to.
But yeah, so like, do you feel like that Outkast album is the best Outkast album? Because I'm like, no.
What you talking about?
It to me it's between AT aliens and Equimini.
Nah, this was just up
When
here.
it comes to
I
Outcast,
definitely
like
put him.
I
No,
only really look at Andre. Like I never was a fan of Big Boy. Like
Really?
it's the same thing like UGK. I was like I never been a fan of Bun B. I always liked Pimp C more, but you know.
You start fucking up.
I'm just saying,
Equimini
like
for me.
I didn't hear I couldn't name you like any like dope like Big Boy verses off the top of my head like that. Like
I just want to chill my dude play with Bubbles. Like, what? Turn to the G? Like, come on.
Yeah, I actually like Big Boy better than Andre 3000, to be honest.
No, I wouldn't say all that now. But
I did, personally.
Shout out to Boss.
Like Big Boy just there. He's just there to be the second.
No.
Don't do that. No.
He just did.
Them songs, none of them songs hit without Big Boy.
No, them songs.
Rosa Parks, come on.
All right, so you take Andre out of like what would be you know what I'm saying? Everybody brings up Andre. Nobody says, "Oh, Big Boy, top 10, top." I've never heard nobody say like, "Oh, Big Boy, top," nothing.
But they complement each other. It's not about them being the same thing. It's the
It's the same thing with me with Prodigy and Havoc. Like if you
I wouldn't. That's different for me, but that's just me personally. I just never like nothing. Big Boy is ever like,
they always
the one joint he got with Sleep. The one joint he had the solo joint. It's like a marching band. Like that's the only like Big Boy song I can really I really like that. But other than that,
Wrong. I could have been right, so I'm still right because I could have been wrong.
if it's just Big Boy, like he's just not wavy like that. But that's just me though.
That's just you.
I feel you set up the perk. I feel you in your opinion, man. I feel like Big Boy though. I definitely put Andre over him, but still, man.
Oh man, yes, the Carter 2.
I can't get one without
my
the
gosh, Carter 2. Yes, I
Little
frequently
Big Brother.
go back and visit that. Yes.
I like that list, Tony. Okay.
I had to take college dropout over graduation now.
I don't know about that T.I. King, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
King! Oh my God!
I might say Urban Legend.
I went no. Okay.
Speaking about rats.
No, King is definitely
He did Samuel Stone.
a classic T.I. album. Like you cannot. King sold really well too though. And it had a lot of good it had a lot of good singles.
I like Urban
a lot. Yeah. It holds up. It's just I just like King better. I just like King better.
I feel you.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree. Big Boy does have a better flow. I agree with that.
I don't know. I just every time Big Boy come on, like I try to get. I'm just like skip. We'll go fast forward to 3K, 3 stacks.
Well, we know what kind of hip hop you like, so that makes sense.
Huh?
I said we know what type of hip hop you like, so that makes
sense. Hey, I just don't hate, bro. Like I appreciate all walks of like, artistry, bro. Like I don't care. Like, like you can have a motherfucker that's the most lyrical motherfucker saying a bunch of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Hey, Cameron, I feel like still lyrical. Y'all better go watch what was his debut album. Mace was definitely way better, but still. Shout out to everybody giving me their top 5 albums. Nadia, Perk, bigger for y'all come back and let me know later on. Y'all get a chance. Send me text, message, comments, whatever. Y'all top 5.
I gave you at least 3.
Yeah, you did. All right, the verses that I think we never want to ask for. I don't know if we want to see it, but y'all give y'all opinion on this as far as verses is supposed to be coming back, and I want to see Puffy and JD. That's the one I'm looking forward to. But now we're supposed to be seeing that maybe T.I. versus Rick Ross in the verses.
that picture of Ross is hilarious.
They got bops.
I definitely did these pictures intentionally.
Ross killing T.I., bro. Ross is killing T.I.
And the fact that Ross already did a versus, I agree with you.
Yes. He already did a versus against who?
He ain't did one. I said Ross had. Yeah. I still think he'll beat T.I.
Most definitely. All you gotta do is play Teflon Don. T.I. ain't got nothing for that.
Mixed with the oil. Me. Well, yeah, though, I'm not looking forward to this. I don't want to see this. I mean, I would
This
rather
officially
see
happening?
somebody else. Nah, but it seems like they've been saying that they possibly could be doing this in the newer verses that they're gonna be doing.
Man, T.I. just wants some attention, man. He looking for
Why he didn't
for a
want that
quick
smoke
check.
with Buster?
He need a check
You
to
already
pay
know.
them to pay that lawsuit.
Wait, did you say YTA don't want that smoke with Buster? Buster will kill T.I.
Don't nobody want to smoke with Buster.
Nobody.
Nobody.
I
Because
think
honestly, who can beat Buster?
that's what I'm saying. Because I think Buster been trying to get a versus going with someone for so long, and
He
nobody
has.
wants to do a versus with him.
They should do one with LL or some shit, you know.
Buster and LL. That would
Yeah.
be interesting.
And Buster, that is interesting.
Yeah, that would be
Because they both got their
A ton of
longevity
hits,
and
yeah.
they both started around the same time, so they both got that 90s,
Mm-hmm.
that early 90s era shit. So yeah,
Well, LL kind of has the '80s era shit because
he
he
do
was
too.
yeah,
He
you know
do.
what I mean. So, but I think they both have enough hits to go back to each other. It would be
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only need 20, so
Yeah.
unless they change up the fucking rules, they never consistent with them rules.
Yeah.
I think Buster would kill Method Man, Bazo. I think Buster would kill Method.
Do
I
Method
love Method Man,
do Method Man got the catalog to keep up with Buster?
with Buster, yeah, I don't think so.
Because he got the lyrics, he got the
Mhm.
you know. It's just the catalog, because Buster's catalog is extensive.
Huge, yeah.
Bad y'all. All right,
Yeah, T.I.
you
wins
saying
over
T.I.
Rick
over
Ross.
Ross?
Yeah, T.I. over Ross for sure.
I got Ross, man.
Ross got bangers. Damn, Ross got bangers.
Ooh, I ain't even never thought about that, Buster. As far as a Method Man versus Buster,
But Method Man don't got the catalog.
I think he do. And
Really?
Cool Wu-Tang and his solo, yes, I think Method Man definitely do.
I guess if you include the Wu-Tang stuff, then
You
yeah.
got to.
That'd be cheating.
That's
No,
not
it wouldn't
cheating.
be. No. Think about the presence that he had on those Wu-Tang songs. No.
But you see, you and I both watched the Wu-Tang saga, right? And they show like Wu-Tang dropped off like after a few albums. You know what I mean? So I think LL would be a better matchup, to be honest with you.
Shout out to Bosso. He do got that Red Man Blackout collaboration album too. See? He got some.
Oh, and Blackout 2 would be in my top 5.
I forgot they did Blackout 2.
Yeah, that would be my top 5 because that's
That was
one
a
of
few
the
years
albums
ago.
that I like every song on that album.
Buster killed Eminem, Tony.
Eminem don't come outside, so you know
And
you ain't
that
gonna
wouldn't
get.
even be a battle. That would be two friends on stage, friendly doing shit.
Yeah.
It's not a battle.
Yeah,
that's what I don't want to see either.
Because it'll be DMX and Snoop Dogg all over again. That was just friendly, and they actually had the chops to like go back and forth with each other. Not like I wanted them to be aggressive, but like that was just friendly shit.
Yeah,
we want more like Gucci and Jeezy. 'Cause there's like there's a whole dead body behind that shit. Like, dog, like
we need that perfect Gucci.
That shit never getting squashed. Like
Even the Bone Thugs 3-6 Mafia shit was actually good, even though they was the ones that started fighting.
Yeah.
Busy is wild.
I don't want violence enough, but we do need those vibes. I mean, we need those vibes. That brings excitement.
Why are they taking so long to give us another verses though? Like I'm like, come on, guys, get with
people want more money.
They gotta pay them people.
But Swizz said he's trying to make sure it's like just a better experience. Make sure they being a little, I guess, more professional.
Yeah, because the last one they was like 2 hours late, and then the niggas couldn't sing.
Come on, boss. We
Oh,
know
Motherfuckers show up a day late.
oh,
this morning.
And the Ray J one was horrible. Ray J was horrible.
That's hilarious. That was hilarious. That had so many memes.
Ray J,
That was so
Ray J,
memeable.
they was the opening act. What make it so bad? And the opening act took 2 motherfucking hours.
Yeah,
Samuel Stokes,
it was horrible.
The best one, Locks versus Dipset.
Yeah,
and we
that
was
was
all
good.
wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong,
bro.
I was so wrong.
That's because they didn't practice. Damn it, Dipset. They let us fall
Cameron
down.
don't like none of them niggas. That's why.
Well, they should have never agreed to it. But
like none of them
I
niggas.
was like, bruh, y'all
He got a
let
whole
us
podcast
down.
with somebody he ain't talked to in about 5 years. He said, Mace, Jim Jones, Joel's no.
Damn.
The Locks got a brotherhood. They always with it.
Yeah.
All right, the verses that we don't want to see, T.I. versus Rick Ross, no.
That picture's hilarious.
I did that on purpose. Facts, Bossel. I need another Jada Kiss versus. I don't care. I just want
and that'll be his third verses.
Yeah, when Jada Kiss
G-Unit
came out,
versus
he killed it.
He already did that. 50 already did that. He already did all.
So you ain't shit for that, man. We don't want to see that. Nah, we good on that.
Yeah.
Hey, we never. I'm a fan of 50, and I know we were just talking about the whole disses and everything. The fact that we kind of don't stand on the fact that Jada Kiss, saying, was killing 50 at the time when they were doing the disses or whatever.
Yeah.
Like really killing.
I think
annoying the hell out of that shit.
When Ja Rule did his verses, it should have been against 50.
Hell no.
Yeah, that should have been against.
That'd have been so embarrassing for Ja.
This wouldn't have been no Gucci and Jeezy.
That'd have been just like
that was and Ja Rule's was another friendly battle between him and a friend, him and Fat Joe. It was like this ain't a
Fat
battle.
Joe was trying to take it somewhere. But he started calling them beating them hoes and shit.
But when that versus was announced, I was like, "Oh, Fat Joe's gonna murdered." And then I remembered how much hits Ja Rule had, and I was like,
"Not against no 50 though."
I would like to see Drake and Kanye. I think that'd be interesting.
Facts, Samuel Stokes. There you go.
I remember before this whole versus thing, Wayne and Drake went on tour. They did the whole Wayne versus Drake tour shit. That was like them just going back and forth. That would be cool to kind of see again, like 10 years, like kind of like later.
We won't see Drake and Lil Wayne versus.
They both got hits.
But nobody want to go against Lil Wayne. He'll start playing dedication mixtapes. A dedication.
That's why it had to be 50 versus Wayne.
50 you get washed though.
No,
I don't know about Lil Wayne.
Hold up. What do you get washed? Okay. Okay.
What are you struggling for? Something wrong with your back? Yeah.
I'm not even a Wayne fan like that, but he got way more hits. He got way more hits.
I know what you're saying now about the TikTok shit. Perfect. I got you. He don't know nothing about the 50 mixtapes or whatever.
But we just gonna ignore Wayne's body of work. Like he could just pick whatever.
Body of work?
No,
I'm not ignoring that, but like it goes up to a point. He couldn't even beat Kanye when they was dropping the album, an album on the same day.
About sales, man. We not talking about music.
I'm saying
producer.
But I'm saying like with that being said, with Curtis and shit, that's where you saw his fall off at. Like he can only really go from like the Massacre and Get Rich or Die Trying. That's all he can really pull from.
And we talking about it. Trying the motion picture, the actual soundtrack was fire. So
true.
I mean, he got then he got his mixtapes. So yes, Wayne.
But people talk about it would be like a cakewalk for 50. But like I don't think like 50 would work.
It's not gonna be a cakewalk for either one of them. Both of them fighting. I don't care. I feel like
I
that's
write my life. You write what you seen in gangster movies. I'm gangster to the core, nigga. You can't move. Anyway, shout out 50. No Mercy, No Fear mixtape. Go check that out, Perk.
Good.
I know what
That's
Lil Wayne
that's
got.
still one
I
of
know
my
it.
verses that we need to do.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
gonna
I'm
do
just
it.
saying,
We
like,
still doing that.
it's just. I just feel like Wayne would just had a crowd though, like, because more people would just. I don't know, man. I don't think that'd be an easy win for 50
Does
at all.
Wayne have a Get Rich or Die
It's not
Trying
gonna be an
album?
easy win for either one of them. I don't think
Sam
it'll
and
be an easy
Sue.
win for
They don't think
Wayne,
the mask is like, come on,
but
man.
it depends on how many. It depends on the crowd. Like if you're going off the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have
kind
way
of.
more. You gonna have a lot of Wayne fans in there though. If it's just like, you know what I'm saying, just like
Telling you,
that's gonna show up more than 50.
Fifty gonna
50
come on
got
there,
his
and then
fans
Jada
though.
Kiss time. It's
50
gonna
got
be
his
a
Yeah,
fans.
yeah, he got his elderly fans and stuff like that. I understand it.
About
Yeah.
his elderly.
oh, see
Elderly.
this? Okay, see,
I'm one of them. What you mean? I'm old. I can acknowledge that I'm old as fuck. Like I
You
listen
are
to music.
not
I'm fuck.
old.
You know what
Stop
I
that
I'm
mean?
old,
We're
bro.
shit.
talking
31,
about
man.
30
31,
is
I'm
but
not
old, bro.
old. 30 is like being when you're black,
Nah,
30 is like being 20, but
Boy, if you
I'm old,
black
bro.
don't
I
crack
acknowledge this shit.
black does not crack unless you do it. Do
facts.
you smoke crack? You smoke crack, don't you?
Well, with some of his taste in music, I
facts,
would
Sam.
kind of think he might. You know what I
Ooh.
Hey,
mean?
like I said, I'm just not a hater. So,
Shout out to Perk, man. He coming through just with smoke.
and I'll say this, as soon as we talk about this new generation, one thing I respect about them is they not trying to be like the next. They just creating their own shit, bro. Like I respect that. That's
Absolutely.
how it should be.
You saying they creating their own shit? We just talked about these niggas taking all these samples.
Now I'm saying as far as their own styles and shit, like they got their own shit, like
Yeah, but all the
they
styles are the same now. Everybody sounds the same.
and people weren't doing the same shit in the 90s and 80s, bro. Like
Nah.
it's all yes,
We were sampling.
yes.
We was.
No, sampling, yes, but I'm talking about their rapping
Thank you.
style, their cadence and stuff like
You
that.
just got
They
me.
all sound the same to me.
Okay, you could say that about any era though. It's not just
Nah.
this era.
Mm-mm. You may
I
have had
think
a
I, think
few
I think a
artists.
lot of people are just biased towards that music and they don't want to admit that.
No,
But
no.
that
You
was
may have,
that's just what
They
it is.
are.
Like
no. You may have had a few artists that sound the same. Like you could say, Das Effects and Far Side. They're kind of the same. You have a
a
few.
lot of East Coast
Yeah,
sounded the same.
yeah, but East Coast was a different kind of style, though. Like I'm more or less talking the West Coast. When it comes to the West Coast style, like everybody tried to do something different. Nowadays, it's just like the blah 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 blah. You hear one artist and then you hear another one, and I'm like, they sound the
Especially
same.
with the drill music. That
Yeah,
beat is like the same,
they sound the same.
But like I said, like you have that in every era. Like even with the 80s and stuff like that, a lot of the music in the 80s was sounding the same. They using the same like synthesizers and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
it's just the sound.
It's the sound. It's the sound of the era. Yes.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay, if you're talking about the sound, maybe, but when we're talking about
Yeah,
the
Sam
rapping and cadence and stuff like that, it's totally different. Everybody sounds the same. Everybody sounds the same now. Like my son will play some music, and I'll be like, "What the hell is this? Like, what is this crap?" You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't
Like,
sound
cause to me, like Playboy Cardi sounds nothing like Yachty. Like they have two distinct sounds. Like they're in that same lane, but they got two different distinct sounds. Same like 21 Savage. Don't nobody sound like 21 Savage.
That's true. That's true.
talking names.
They still had to come into their sound because none of them sounded like that when they first came out.
With all
They
that
was
being said,
they was all mumbling.
with all that being said, it's a complete separation though with artists like a J. Cole, a Kendrick Lamar,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe a little bit of Drake.
And
I say a
even
little
Drake,
bit.
even Drake stole that XXX style.
That's
on
why I
a
said a
song.
little bit of Drake.
You know what I mean?
And that's Canada for you though.
Shut up.
Thanks, boss. That is true. Think about hearing somebody like Nelly and Country Grandma. That sound, you would not hear that shit today.
Yeah,
that was
for
completely different.
For sure.
Shit, Chingy them.
But that was the early 2000 sound. Like
John,
that is.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's what we mean about like the eras sound like the eras. You can pick out a lot of people that sound the same in those eras, but like what he's saying is people are coming up with more uniqueness, as in it's it's a lot more shit. It's a lot more different sounds than there were now because we have the
Yeah, people are
technology for people to listen. The more platforms is way it's just you don't have to lock into what's on the radio or
yeah.
what's popular. You can listen to whatever the fuck you want to now because it's readily available on our phones. Just subscribe. Pay a
Shout out
subscription
to
fee.
RZA, original producers making original beats.
From scratch.
See that 90s. Shout out Samuel Stokes.
I mean, people
All right,
still do that. They just people don't want to challenge themselves anymore, so they just do the easy shit. And
Absolutely.
then come
Easy
on,
money.
like shit,
But
AI
also,
about look, shit. Everybody about to be out of a job if they keep teaching AI how to do every goddamn thing. Cause
For
next they're
real.
gonna have AI to
but
generating beats. Watch, I
but also,
fucking
I feel like,
watch.
but also like people will just focus on
thanks,
one
Boston.
aspect. They'll see like certain like people get played the radio or whatever, but you'll ignore that like there's people that still spit. Like you got the whole Griselda, like everybody spit over there, but nobody ever promotes it, never
See,
talks
okay,
about it and stuff. But like
Thing
that's I said,
now.
like the balance is there. The balance is what.
so I can agree with that, right? Well, my son doesn't listen to a lot of the commercial stuff, but I can agree with that's what
Mhm,
they promote, and what they promote all sounds the same. Now I know there's
Boom.
underground rappers and stuff that are like fire and
mhm.
sound differently, but they don't promote that. Everything they promote is the same, and that's my issue. I'm like, I'll
That's my
pass on this.
arguing with women is they only promote the women that already sound like the women that's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
out and they
Mm-hmm.
already look like the women. So
Right.
everybody is a baddie with a 40-inch bust
Mm-hmm.
down,
Mm-hmm.
they ass out, titties
Mm-hmm.
out, and they
Mm-hmm.
talking about sex.
Mm-hmm.
And then we complain it because it's like, okay, so where's the girls that's talking about some substance? Oh, they ain't getting no shine because don't nobody want to hear that shit,
Well,
Right.
you're getting
quote
with some
unquote.
shine tonight. But anyway, um, speaking of, we do got a segment I want to jump into. Highlight artist of the week. And one of those artists I want to talk about is making some waves is Scarlett.
Hey,
She recently, I think, just signed a new deal with Epic. And if you know Epic got Future and them over there. They got a lot of big artists. And she's been co-signed by Swizz Beatz. And if I'm not mistaken, Swizz Beatz is going to be executive producer in her debut album. She is definitely one of those females who is not talking about getting her shit ate,
she
shaking her
not
ass, none of that.
hypersexualized.
Well,
There's
Yep.
it's
nothing
gonna
wrong with talking about sex. Just
yeah,
talking about it all the goddamn time. It's just like chill.
it's gonna be
Ain't nothing.
interesting because like I feel like her like nowadays you don't. And that's what I like about this. You don't really need to sign a record deal because like you can push your
Hmm.
music without it, and
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. And all these industry motherfuckers just hopping on a wave and it's just like where were y'all like 5 years ago when or whatever like I'm not saying she was good like here like 5 years ago, but she's been I seen her like before she blew up and stuff. I always seen her just rapping and just
You talking
I
about
don't know.
Scarlett?
Yeah, and it just
Okay.
I don't know. I would wish the best for her, but maybe I don't know. I would like to see what what she's gonna sound like with a full production because like you can hear one song like yeah that's dope, but then like a whole album the shit trash like that happens uh very
A lot.
a lot.
It
Yeah.
happens to
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's hard. It's when you start talking about albums and sales, that's when you got to get into marketing, and a lot of people aren't marketed correctly. That's why Shauna didn't have a career that she deserved,
Shout out
if you
DTP
ask
True.
me. Mhm.
Shout out to Samuel Stokes, yo. One of the wonders back then, they had their own sound too. They did.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Rhapsody's
Facts,
fire,
facts,
but
facts. Shit, I don't even know who that is, boss.
Yeah, I've heard Simba.
My
I don't
bad.
got
I
no,
don't
I
know
don't
who that
have an
is.
opinion yet because I can't recollect what I heard from.
Yeah, I've been watching it as far as Scarlett's interviews on Valet TV. Yeah, she done been through some things. She definitely done been through it. And I think that's why Swizz Beatz kind of gravitated towards her because,
Is there something wrong with being commercial?
the
to an extent.
What's
To an
wrong with
extent.
being commercial?
Nah,
Is
boss,
where
I
people
don't
make their
think so.
money. What's wrong with
Yeah.
going commercial? I don't think people realize how much money artists don't make.
For real.
I'm about to
Yeah.
check out Simba.
And
But the
then
thing about
go ahead.
But the thing about commercial though, like that can also fuck up your creativity as well, where it's like you were so used to just doing things on your own. Now you got these big hats, like in your ear, like, oh, you gotta make your shit sound like this, or you gotta make your shit sound like that, like, um, so you do risk that losing that creative control when you got that machine behind you, when you go completely corporate.
That's why I'm kind of glad Swiss Beats kind of backing up because I feel like he might not let her get into that type of lane. At the same time, though, I kind of got like a pet peeve with that as far as him not making her sound too 90s, as far as outdated. Giving her, making sure she got an updated sound a little bit. Because I do like that song she got, but it do sound kind of, 90s. It sound good, though. I do like it. But I'm a 90s person. I like 90s that sound from the New York Times. Shauna was definitely underrated, Sam. You already know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Facts, boss.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
But
Or even
I said,
like
it's about if you're trying to make money, you kind of got to look at Doja Cat.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think anything is wrong with it if you're trying to make that money. I don't. But I also think that when you go a little bit commercial, they push all of that twerking and all of that stuff that I think is kind of like
hypersexuality.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I don't think that's something she would agree to, but I mean, it's all you gotta read what you signing. You gotta read what you signing. Because bruh, they got
nobody reads the fine print.
They got death clauses in these fucking contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do want to check out a little freestyle. Just how she sound a little bit as far as Scarlett, because I have not been on her like that. I just recently started listening to her as far as that song she dropped that do sound like it's produced by Swiss Beats and sound like a DMX track. And that's another thing. People are, well, not really people, but it's been a thing kind of saying that she has a kind of feel that she could be or sounding like DMX, but not her personally sounding like DMX, but her whole vibe is DMX. Her embodiment is DMX. So let's jump into these two clips right here.
You done fucked with the wrong one, but it's all good. Bust out the wrong gun, cause it's all wood. Life is like a box of chocolate, covered in shit. It's like they never seem to warn you of how scary it gets. See, I try to understand why niggas do the things they do. Say the things they say, move the way they move, drink the way they drink, chew the way they chew. I just called a homie and the bullet is the proof that this the shit that make your party hot, shit that make your body drop, shit that make your body shake, probably get you we ain't feeling you no more. Back the fuck up, move the fuck back, 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 bitch move. Can't you see the baddies coming through? Bitch room. Can't you hear the baddies coming through? Make these niggas act the fool, I guess that's what the fatty do. And I'm ready for whatever, I don't gotta pick and choose. Shut the fuck up, cause you know you ain't like that. That nigga slapped you in your face and you ain't fight back. You the pussy or she, please don't push me.
I love that aggression. Because when you in a certain mood and you need that music to fuel that mood and get out of that mood, or like, I need some shit like that. Because women ain't been rapping like this. I mean, as far as like this aggression, like it's been some aggressive rap, but they still keeping it cute. She like ain't shit cute about this. Get the fuck back. Like,
I like her style, like, and like, I feel like, because you mentioned like the DMX, I feel like they should just leave that alone, just let her just be her own shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't jinx her, you know what I'm saying? Don't gas her up that much.
On her too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like that's what I said, like because everybody expects you to be the next Biggie or the next Pac, but like, nah, just be the next you, like,
She got a story, Samuel Stokes. She definitely got a story. A little bit, boss. A little bit. Mm-hmm. She definitely a little bit more aggressive than Foxy, though. She ain't trying to be cute.
They say Lola Brooks reminds them a lot of Foxy. Yo, I didn't realize
Yeah, I
how
can kinda
short
see
she
that.
was. How short she is. She like 5. I don't even think she's 5 foot. I don't think she over 5 feet.
That's funny.
I'm talking about Lola.
All right, y'all let me know how y'all feeling as far as pertaining to Scarlett. Do y'all think she could be that next big thing? Boss of Fire. Who was that?
Back in the day, Boss was fire. Who's Boss?
Yeah, I was about to say, who was Boss Sam Stokes? I'm definitely looking forward to whatever she got coming next. She got my attention as far as Scarlett.
Yeah, she sounded good. Nice little freestyle there. You know, you see, and that's what I think. Like when I watch some of these, they go on these radio shows and they do the freestyles. That's when I really rate them because I know they're coming out and they're doing these, off the top of their head or whatever. But when it's the commercial
Some of them ain't
stuff,
off the top.
yeah, I know. But when it comes to the commercial stuff and like their albums, I'm just like, But when they freestyle, not bad. So I like it.
All right, of course I got another verses for y'all. Speaking of female rappers, I wanted to jump into some of the ones that I feel like didn't get the shine they was able to get. Speaking of Shina and artists like that, best underrated underground female rapper from the late 90s, early 2000s versus. I'm not saying all that again. Rod Digger versus Charlie Baltimore.
Situation round the way with my women, looking spiffy with the Fendi type linen, toting herbal. We got papers like Staples, Marlon Maples. Didn't think I could take you. Confrontation. Now rappers wanna run up, trying to flex muscle on a shorty trying to come up. Rhymes hotter than concrete statues in Egypt. Roll them all out like they paraplegic. Boy, I got lyrics for the brain. You fake it in the new head, calling me by my nickname. I shatter egos quick. I be that chick. The wrong people won't be around and see that.
Knees, my crew arms me with beats. How we swarm, be who bang, be more Wu-Tang, new thing. Matter how we do things. RZA caught me 2 fangs official. Now I bite through gristle. Gold teeth styling from Philly to Staten Island. While in the meantime, spit mean lines, fuck clean rhymes. Like mine's grimy, like my niggas be. Picture me coming off soft. Y'all just talk up shit. I swallow rhymes, making bitches swallow nines. Redefining rap shit, make my shit a classic like Beethoven. Stay posing for the camera, stamina like a crackhead and crackheads and amateurs who try me. No in between like Y to Z. Pick brains like lobotomies, so thought to chart to billboards for
Charlie. Cause that other, I don't know what that other beat was. That beat was just that beat was trash. But that version, but
No, you're not talking about Rod Digger. No,
what?
That beat was no. What? I understood what she was doing, but like that beat was just like kind of throwing me off. But like Charlie Baltimore shit, that was kind of that moral technique shit.
Oh my god, unbelievable!
I feel like Rod Digger has a very specific way of the way she says her words, and it's like I can't explain it. You gotta like listen to it, but she raps that way on most of her songs, if you ask me. And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just something I observed. But I'm going with Charlie.
Shout out to Boston. You know what I'm saying? It's a tie.
But yeah.
I love Rod Digger the way she raps. It's something different.
Yeah, I don't got no problem with the way she's rapping. It's just that beat with that. I don't got no problem with how she rapped. It's that beat was just like, what the hell? Like, who the fuck made this? Like,
it's Busta.
What are you talking
oh
about?
man, that's terrible.
Oh my lord.
That's probably the worst flip mode shit I've ever heard, bro. Like,
absolutely not.
You don't remember
that shit.
Come on, man.
Lord.
Nah, bro, that shit was not it. I was just like, that shit sounded dated as hell. I was just like,
now you understand what I'm saying about Perp, right? Now we get it.
Nah, but I still like Rod Digger as a rapper. I just like that beat was like, and then we go from that to Charlie Baltimore. Like that shit sounded more crisp and clean. That shit just sounded like motherfucker banging on some trash cans and shit. Just like, yeah, like
when that Busta song would come on in the club,
don't do bro.
When that Busta song would come on in the club, yo, that would bang, bro. I don't know what purpose I
tell you, Busta Rhymes, bro. And that's another thing I loved about Busta and Flip Mode Squad. Authentic sounds. They didn't sound like nobody else.
For real.
You went there in them beats.
For real.
Thank God.
I'm still going with Charlie Baltimore, by the way, though. I still like, I like that a little bit more. And it's the way she was rapping. I was, God damn, Charlie. This wasn't no Murder Inc., Charlie.
Yeah, I like the Charlie Baltimore track too, but I'm still going with Raw Digga.
Okay. What's up, Nadia?
Oh, I said Charlie.
Oh, okay, 3-1. It's Charlie. Then. Y'all let me know in the chat who y'all was going with. I know y'all said Ty. Boston said Ty. Sammy Stokes said goddamn Rod Digger.
See, Samuel Stokes knows what he's talking about. I like him.
Shout out to that Charlie Baltimore song, by the way, featured Ghostface Killer on there too. So that's probably why she was rapping the way she was rapping too.
Mm-hmm. It's tight.
Good beat.
All right, this is one of my last verses for the night. Best hip hop R&B collab 90s verses. Once again, best hip hop R&B collab 90s verses. We got Mariah ODB versus LL Total.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the old dirty doggy. Here we go now. Me and Mariah go back like babies with pacifiers. Old dirt dog, no liar. Keep the fantasy hot like fire. Jump, let me see you do the stomp. Girls, let me see you shake your rump. Fellas, get it from the back and front. Let's do it. I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit rocky. And I'm so.
So what, you got the cash flow in escrow, damn. But your honey ran away like presto, Alakazam. Man made the money never made the man. You still faking jacks, throwing rocks on a hand. See, you put your pack down, now you need no brown rock roller.
LL.
Oh my lord.
Oh, so now, come on now.
Shout out to Perk. I'm glad you hear me. That's why I pick these type of songs.
I like ODB, bro. I like ODB, even though he's obnoxious as fuck. But like, you know, I fuck with the LL joint.
I'm going with ODB and Mariah.
But we can't do Diddy like that. He was the king of remixes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Samuel said Mariah ODB.
And if I'm not mistaken, that ODB and Mariah song is the actual first like real hip hop R&B collaboration like that.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with the original.
I'm going with LL Total too. Yeah, I gotta go with LL Total.
God. This is why you lose your verses.
That's a fire song though. That LL joint's a fire ass song.
I might have been thinking about the video too, but yeah, I gotta go with
Because like ODB, he just like his style, he just goes wherever, bro. He doesn't fit a format or nothing. He just say, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna wing it. I respect that shit, but just like
that's why I was so authentic. That's why I stood out. Me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers.
Yeah.
So our boss LL.
Boss, disappointed in you too. No, not LL. No, ODB and Mariah. Because we wouldn't have the LL song if it wasn't for ODB and Mariah. You know what I mean? That's the original.
somebody else would have eventually done it.
Probably, but I'm just saying, you know.
Shout out to Basso and Sam. All right, before we get out here tonight, I got a last segment for y'all. Name that song and artist. When we start doing this hip hop podcast,
ooh, guessing game.
I'm gonna be doing some lyrics, and I'm gonna have y'all trying to guess the name of the song and the artist to these lyrics. And I'm gonna try to rap it the way the artist would rap it, give or take. I used to do my rap back in the day. I still kind of try to do something here and there. I done wrote a couple things. We working on something. But anyway, here we go. Walked up behind Shorty, grabbing her waist, pushed her away, so he threw the bag in her face. She felt disrespected. She couldn't accept it. Called him a pussy. Told him she'd be back in a second.
I have
Name
no
that song and artist.
idea. I have no idea.
Somebody from New York.
But
I'll try again. Walked up behind Shorty, grabbing her waist. She pushed him away, so he threw the bag in her face. She felt disrespected. Shorty couldn't accept it. Called him a pussy. Told him she'd be back in a second.
That's definitely some New York shit.
This shit is
I'm gonna
ringing a
throw
bell,
a
but
little
it's
hint
not
in there.
ringing the right
I'm gonna throw
bell.
a little hint. Eating a bag of popcorn.
I didn't know.
That's an important line in that song.
I didn't know.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
It was off a big album. The song wasn't a single, but it was still one of them songs on there that people were listening to.
I have no
And it's
idea.
an artist. Another hint, it's an artist we talked about tonight.
Oh,
Is it Cameron?
No. What?
No.
Jadakiss.
Sound like
No.
a Cameron verse?
No, it don't. It don't. That's why. I'm just thinking about people we talked about tonight.
Tony, you gotta chill on my boy LL, man. Shout out to the lip lickers out here, man. We gotta do what we gotta do.
Lip lickers. Shit, wow.
Making him sound like a horror film, man.
He ain't wrong though.
All right, man. Y'all giving up. What's up? Y'all
Yes.
gonna give up?
I give up.
Stumped.
Lloyd Banks, Southside Story.
Damn.
It was some New York
You
motherfucker.
can't trust nobody.
I don't
Y'all
know.
remember that song?
No, I don't.
Hunger for More. Hey, that was... All right, man. I gotta get into my bag of making it a little bit more popular song. I just don't be wanting to give it away. I guess I gotta start saying some puffy lines or some shit.
No.
Take that. Take that. Watch this.
Player, please. I'm the macaroni with the cheese. Who is that? Who is that?
Stop.
Fresh Montana.
Puffy. Says nah. I already done some with Mariah. I mean, not Mariah, but Method Man and Mary. I done about 2 or 3 things with them, so I couldn't throw that in there.
Yeah, but okay. So you are correct. It did come out before, but there was something they talked about in the show. But I can't remember right now. It's slipped my mind. But yeah, you're right. It did come out first.
And Hunger for More was a big album. That shit went platinum. And then they had a lot of hit singles on there. Stay Fly, the joint with him and Avant, Karma.
Oh yeah.
Fact Samuel Stokes, Been Around the World. I've been around. That was a remix too with Carl Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
I've been around. Player, please. I'm the macaroni with the cheese. Them balls.
I remember that boy.
What's
but
up?
Yeah, that Lloyd Banks, it sounds so familiar, but I was like, I know this ain't somebody that I listen to on a regular.
And I even try to rap it like that, nigga. I know he.
I know you was doing good. You was doing good. We was just not catching it. We were not catching it.
No.
All right, man. That's pretty much all I have for tonight. Once again, I appreciate y'all coming through. This just a beginning as far as Beats and Mics, episode 1. I'm probably gonna be working on some new segments outside of what I just did, and I'm gonna be working on better lyrics that y'all may be more familiar with. Shout out to Bossa. Shout out to everybody in the chat, Samuel Stokes, Shifty, everybody that came through. Appreciate y'all coming through, taking the time to join us. Definitely shout out to Bigger Four for sharing the link. Shout out to my co-host Nadia, always coming through. Shout out to Perk Minded. Definitely had some good debates on here. My guy Perk, I'm gonna put you on some good hip hop, brother. I got you.
Facts. He's not a lost cause. We can save him. Okay,
we ain't gonna do it like that. We're gonna put Bigger Four on some of this new generation rap too. Yes, we gotta do him too. Anything y'all want to add before we get off here? And I'm definitely want y'all to give a shout out to y'all channels. Let me know what y'all got coming up next, as far as Perp and Bigger Ford.
Mm-hmm. just the regular weekly shows, the OOC. We got Chaos Central stuff on
Appreciate it,
Monday.
Samuel Stokes.
So appreciate everybody, and thanks for having me tonight, man. It was fun.
And anybody who coming through, definitely some more content over here if y'all want to come check some more things out. Definitely over 100 episodes of Uncut Ish Talk. And once again, if anybody on my channel, you're not subscribed to Perk or not subscribed to Bigger Ford, definitely hop over there. They got some good content.
Yeah, and subscribe to Low Key, man. I put his channel link in the description, well, in the title. So you just copy and paste, go over to his channel and sub over.
Shout out Shifty. Appreciate it, bro. All right, I think Perk said he had to do something. I know he just did a review on the Boogeyman, and I'm definitely gonna be checking that out. And I know he did one on Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Definitely go check that out. Influencer, Nadia, we got to get on that. I told you that's a new one from Shutter. I gotta put you on, man. Shout out to Perk. I know he had did a review on that too, so definitely go check out his review. I didn't watch no trailers of that or nothing. I just jumped straight into it, and it's definitely a good one. As far as what we got coming up next, I'm trying to redeem myself. Saturday, Chris Brown versus Usher. Make sure y'all come through. Don't listen
Who
to
you taking?
Boy. Don't listen. I'm taking Chris Brown.
Oh, you're gonna lose.
See, I be throwing the press. See, it is what it is. But hey, Chris Brown got like 50 songs out here on albums or whatever. I'm good. I know what I got.
All right.
He got the Blade song. What's the Blade song he got? You know, he a vampire in the music video. I got
Wall to wall.
I got some joy. Shout out to Joel.
I appreciated the vampire, but I did not care for that video. What a song! But
might even play the birthday remix with him and Rihanna. Hey. We got some joints. I'm gonna look it up.
Hey, Poppin' was my shit. I used to have it on my MySpace page.
Man, see, don't do me like that, Samuel Stokes. See, you already started. Y'all being biased. Don't do me like that. What's going on, Hot Take Tuesday? Appreciate you coming through, bro. You good?
No worries, nerd.
Got more content coming. And that's another one I'm gonna need y'all to go check out. Hot Take Tuesday's YouTube channel. Definitely go check him out.
No, don't. no, don't, guys. Don't check out his channel. No, I'm joking.
Go check him out, man. He got some good things over there. He be talking some good stuff sometimes. He definitely do.
What?
See, Bigger Ford be, he a big Marvel hit, all yeah.
Oh, that's because he's a DC head. That's why he be talking.
Shout out to
stuff,
Hot Takes Tuesday.
I got you.
All right. Once again, Saturday we got Chris Brown versus Usher for y'all. Top 20 versus 10 versus 10. And Sunday we got the new From review for y'all, episode 7.
Oh, I'll be enough for that one because that show is fire.
What's up? You doing something Sunday? You want to welcome to come through and join us?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, got you. Shout out to Hot Takes Tuesday. Shout out to Samuel Stokes. Shout out to everybody coming through. But Monday, The Idol. We definitely trying to do that for y'all as far as the new weekend show coming from Euphoria creator. And we still trying to do Euphoria. I'm still traumatized a little bit. And it depends on how The Idol going to go, whether I'm going to be able to even recover. Because I already know this been talking crazy. I already sound like this show going to be pretty much off the chain. So we're going to see.
It's about Hollywood.
Yeah.
Nigga, they about to get wild.
The Weeknd, if you listen to the Weeknd music, you already know what type of time he be on.
Haunted strip club music.
I'm back.
Shout out to Perk.
What about haunted strip clubs?
We talking about The Idol.
That's
the Weeknd.
The Weeknd make haunted strip club. Somebody said that shit and I just couldn't unhear it. I was like, you know what?
That's funny.
Perk, you got something coming up next, bro?
I ain't got nothing coming. Besides like
from
panel
for Spider-Verse.
Nah, I'm gonna do a panel for Flash though.
Okay.
Just cause I just be busy so.
Definitely trying to check. Oh man. Speaking of when the Flash coming out, I'm trying to check out the Blackening too, because that's coming out the same weekend, ain't it?
Yeah. They got if you got AMC or whatever, they got an early screening on the 14th.
For Blackening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just let you know.
You said AMC?
I ain't that old nerd, man.
Yeah. And we got
AMC and maybe Regal or something like that. You could just check whatever local
Yeah.
theater.
I think we got one in Charlotte though, if I'm not mistaken.
We got one in Huntersville.
Oh, okay. Well, that's closer.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, make sure y'all go check out these guys' channel as far as Hot Takes Tuesday, DC, Bigger Forward Entertainment, Marvel will, and Perk Minded. Make sure y'all go check him out. Nah, for real though, go check them out, man. They got some good content. Y'all definitely go check out. Other than that, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Shout out to everybody checking out that Fast Sex review. It's something I think I forgot to mention. If I think about it, I'll let it know. But we are still working on the live to let y'all know what we got coming up next as far as pertaining to us still doing lives on movies or talking about movies. But other than that, once again, appreciate everybody coming through in the chat. We out.
Peace.
Hey.
Shout out Hot Take Tuesday.
You know, DC for life. Good show, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, bro. Definitely appreciate you coming through. Perk, you want to come through Sunday? You more than welcome as far as the From review, because I know you're gonna be doing yours too. All right, bro.
Peace out, guys.